here we are with Den Palmer, Den the Omen Palmer. Now, firstly, I've got to ask, where does the nickname the Omen come from?
It's quite interesting. Years ago, my gran used to really religious take me to church and tell me, oh, I've got to go there because my dad was a bad lad. And, so we used to go to church, and when we used to get there, I'd be sick. Every time we left, I was sick. And what it was, I had an allergy to garlic. And in the church, I used to cook with garlic. She never knew. I never knew. Nobody did that. I'd walk home, she used to say, that's the devil coming out on you. That's the devil. You've got the devil in you like your dad, because my dad was a pretty bad lad. And I walked down the road, and then the family picked up the name. And they used to nickname me the devil, the Omen, and that's what it came from. So we took it through to the fight.
That's a brilliant origin story for the nickname. Normally it's just something like, you know, a hammer, someone's on the hammer, you know. Now, firstly, just a bit more about you. Where do you come from? Where do you fight out of?
I'm from Corby, I fight out Team Siam.
Fantastic. And obviously, you know, we know you've got a long, prestigious Muay Thai career there. Now, what made you transfer over to MMA from the Thai boxing?
Truthfully, more of a challenge in like Thai boxing. To be a good Thai boxer, you ain't gonna get away with it at that later age. It's reactions, time. You know, it's nothing to do with fitness or strength. It's to do with speed and reaction time. And as you get older, it changes. I went to MMA, got chatting to a few lads, thought I fancy a bash at that. I think I've got to stand up, see if I can do a bit of groundwork with it. Started learning the ground, and like, I wish I found it years ago. But,
do you think the MMA gives you sort of more options then?
It gives you definitely more options as an older fighter. You could definitely go on fighting in MMA a lot later. Obviously, I would not take it. I'd take a K1 fight because I think the level's dropped now. I still think I'd be able to compete and win. I think the level's terrible, but MMA gives you more of an option to fight at a later age because you can go to the ground, it's slower, you step out position, a lot more experience probably comes in as an advantage, where in Thai boxing it doesn't anymore.
No, that's fantastic. Now, you know, with your family, what do your family think of you fighting, or what they always thought? I mean, being that it's a bit different with you that you've been in the sport for a long time, but...
Oh, well, the missus is sick of it, to be fair.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's had enough now. I said, if I win the title, I'll quit this. If I win this, I've been saying it since it was Thai boxing. Then my mate started boxing, so I went over to boxing. I won 2 titles at boxing as well. I said, I'm going to win a title at boxing. I want an MMA title. She said, you're never going to stop. It's time to quit. You've got to pack it in now. I keep setting new goals.
Is it every time you win something, then you're setting yourself another one?
Yeah, it's not just that. I keep saying to myself, as long as I can compete with all the lads around me, we've got a good bunch of lads, good training, good gym, as long as I compete with all them lads around me and I can hold my own, then I might as well keep going.
Absolutely.
Once it starts getting to the point where they're overtaking me and I'm starting to, you know, not hold my own with people, then it's time to step away.
How do you find it with injuries and things? Have you had any injuries?
I'm lucky.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I mean, that's obviously, you know, you could be 20 years old and have a big injury which will affect it for the rest of your career. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, who would you say is your biggest supporter when you go to your fights? Who's there behind you the most?
Oh, bloody hell. Probably my lad. Oh, he's running around.
Is it the young man with the...
And also the cornerman team, they're all big support, but like,
fantastic.
We've got a good tight team.
Oh, definitely. Well, from seeing him rolling about, you can see is there going to be a future?
I definitely think so. Yeah, his kid's got he's got natural talent. Especially Thai boxing anyway.
I mean, with like your younger ones, did you encourage?
Yeah, well, I don't push it down his throat because I've got an older lad as well, and I pushed it down his throat as a kid and turned in the other way. He quit, and he hates it. So like, I haven't done it with him. But I think if I pushed it with him, he'd still do it because he loves it.
Some people just have it in them, don't they?
Yeah, my other one's a bit more, you know, about other stuff. He wants to do other things. He's not interested in this.
Anyway, but so obviously with your Thai boxing, I mean, what you say you've held several titles with Thai boxing. I mean, how long have you boxed for?
I started when I was 15. I remember walking past the gym with a Thai boxer outside. I thought, I fancy doing something like that. Went and watched it. I just trained every day. I just went and that was it. And then I won an area, then a Southern, then an English, then a British, then a European, and just kept going on and on. I didn't get the world title. I think that's my own fault. You know, I fell out with promoters over turning up at shows. When you get to a level, I found that they tried to control me, and like what they did was they I turn up to the show, I've just had a fight, I'm on the next poster fighting in 4 weeks' time on another venue, and I haven't agreed to it. And we had a big argument over it because they matched me with a guy that had never had a fight. And I fell out with him. I fell out with him for 2 years. So I come away for 2 years and come back and still went on a winning streak for a while. And then I come away from Thai boxing.
What was your record as a Thai boxer?
I think do you know, I don't know how many fights
I was going to say, it sounds like you've had quite a few.
I think I've had about 3 losses, haven't I, in Thai boxing? Probably 3 in the whole of my career, which is pretty good.
That's fantastic. That's amazing. Well, no, I mean, when do you think? I mean, obviously, you say 44 now. Yeah. When do you think you may be the time you may hang up? Do you know just playing it day by day?
Yeah, it's fight by fight. You know, if I turn around and said, "Oh, I'm going to retire next year," my missus will be grabbing onto that. And she'll be saying, we're just going to see how it goes. You know.
Well, it sounds like obviously you're in great shape.
Yeah,
and no injury free, the most important things, and the background that you've got all the tools to go as far. I mean, how long have you been fighting with Battle Arena? Have you done all your fights in MMA?
I've had a couple outside of Battle Arena. We've been doing a few years now at Battle Arena, haven't we? Probably 3 years, 4 years now.
How long ago was it when you took your first amateur MMA fight?
Probably a few months into that, I went to MMA League and started fighting in the MMA leagues.
That's fantastic. Well, going back to the actual tournament that you fight in, do you know much of your opponent?
No, I don't know too much. I know he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Definitely, we're going to be a wrestler.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, even if he was a striker, he'd probably still be good putting the wrestling game against someone with your sort of credentials, to be fair. I mean, last of all, just is there anyone you'd like to thank? Is there any sponsors, fans?
No, and obviously Mark from Viking Nutrition, he helps out, and James Price for giving us the opportunity to fight on it.
That's brilliant.
And obviously my team, because they turn up, train me, push me, watch what I'm eating, because I'm a sod.
Is this your little fella here?
That's my little one.
Do you want to come in? We'll just get you in the video.
Yeah.
See a possible future champion here as well. Lovely.
So,
No, really appreciate your time, and thanks very much.
Cheers,
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers for that, mate. That's brilliant.